Alright, welcome back everyone. What we've got here today is a Stihl backpack blower, and it's a friend of mine's and he'd like me to take a look at it. The only thing that I really know about it is he said that in the past it has sheared a pin off of the flywheel in the past, but he replaced that, but he's not sure why it's not running right this time. So it does feel like it's got compression. The string needs to be replaced. As you can see, it's about shot. We'll take a look at it and we'll see if we can't get it running again. Alright, let's get started. Alright, let's get this plug out first and let's just take a look at it. See what we're looking at here. This does look like it's a two-stroke. Alright, let's see if you can we can focus in on that. Plug looks good. It doesn't look worn really at all. Looks like it's burning right. So yeah, I think it'll probably be alright. It's a Bosch plug. Those are usually pretty good plugs. So alright, let's take a look at the fuel tank. Fuel tank is empty, so that's a good sign. Choke plate works good, so it's not seized up. So that's a good sign there too. Alright, let's check it. Let's check and see if it's got any spark. So, on the ground is a little bit easier to get to it, but we're going to be looking right here. And there it went. Well, broke the string, so I think we're going to be getting a little bit deeper. Alright, we're down on the floor again. Second time here that we're trying. We're going to be looking right here. Oh yeah, you can see, I don't know if you can see that light or not right there, but it does have good spark. Oh my gosh, I see what he's saying about this thing. I don't know, maybe it's got a compression release or something on it that just isn't letting go. But it does feel like it gets pretty tight there. But it's got spark, so we'll move along and see what we got. Alright, so let's dribble a little bit of fuel down in the spark plug hole. Just to give it a little test, make sure it's in decent running order. All right. Okay, let's get a look at this fuel tank. Fuel tank looks clean. See if I can't get you to see in there a little bit. You can look in there. It looks fairly clean. All right. Looking at it, you know, I have half a mind to just throw some fuel in it and let's just see how it runs. Let's just see how it runs. Throttle spring works. Kill switch seems to be in good working order. So I'm going to throw a little bit of fuel in here. Hoses look to be alright. And you know, we'll just fire it up and see if it was just a binding pull rope. It may feel a little bit different once we get it on the ground. Alright. I was thinking on this thing before we put some fuel in it and see if it's going to start. It still has that hard to start feel, like it's not releasing compression whenever you go to or you know, whenever you pull it, it's not feeling like it releases compression. It feels really hard and bound up. So I want to check the spark arrestor. A common problem, I guess, with these Stihl chainsaws and whatnot that are two-stroke is this spark arrestor. So I kind of wanted to check it, and that's already not looking good. That's already falling apart as we go to take it out. So let's see if we can't. Oh my gosh. I think we found the problem. Okay. See if I can zoom in on that. That is completely clogged. I was kind of racking my brain, and I mean, it looks like it's completely filled with dirt. My guess is a dirt dauber made a hole in this. But I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say that this is probably going to be, the problem here. So let's get this pull. I took this off because I was kind of investigating a little bit, trying to see what was going on. So I took the starter pull off again. I wanna take a look at this and give it a shot. Let me throw this back on, and then we're gonna give it a start and see. Let me throw the plug back in for the third time or whatever that we've done this. One thing that while I was looking to check is on these engines, you want to make sure that you have a resistive plug. This one does, so that wasn't the problem. I was kind of starting to doubt myself on some of this stuff that I was seeing on it because I just couldn't get it. Alright, let's get it on the floor again and let's give it a couple pulls and see if it's like trying to pull out of our hand again. Alright, so we've got it turned on. We've got the choke on. I do have it, I haven't put the cover on all the way yet. So you can see there, all I want to do is just check it and see if this spark arrestor's the problem. And got the choke on, I have fuel in it, so let's give it a shot. That's a good sign. Alright, that's looking like that could be the issue there. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this back together for a minute and take it outside and play with it a little bit out there, and we'll see if it has any further issues. I'll bring you back. Okay, well, that was a success. So I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to spray it down with a little bit of carb cleaner just to get a little bit of the grease off of it. Maybe I'll run a little bit of degreaser on it just to get it cleaned up a little bit, and then we're going to put it back together. And so you can see here it's pretty greasy. After that, I'm just going to put it back together. We're going to take it outside and run it. I spoke to my friend again about it, and I told him about the clogged screen that's on it, and it probably was put away for the season. Dirt dauber came in, set up in it, then you use it the next year, and then you're having problems with it, and then that's what you end up having. So it seems to start and run fine now. It just as you just seen. So we're gonna clean it up just a little bit for him, and then we're gonna put it back together, get outside, and blow some leaves off. Let's get this thing put back together. All right, let's get this back together. So I don't think we're going to have any issues. Go. we'll be able to get that spark arrestor put back on without having to take the cover back off. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Whenever I'm using a drill here, I'm not going tight with it. Just using it to get the slack out of it. Then I'll come back with the other and tighten it up. Make sure they're tight, ready to go. Choke. Alright guys, well, I think this pretty much wraps this video up. What could have been something more complicated ended up being a simple dirt dauber that ended up clogging up the spark arrestor. So we'll get a new spark arrestor, put it in this thing, and this thing will be good. I just wanted to thank everybody for watching. I'm no expert at any of this stuff. I don't have any formal training. It's more of a natural curiosity and years of finding stuff that was broken and fixing it and using it. I appreciate you watching, and remember, you can't fix anything if you ain't out there turning wrenches.